To lock in your favorite WagerTalk expert through the end of the calendar year, it would cost you close to $2,000. But through Sunday at midnight, you can get all sports for all of 2021 from the handicapper of your choice for only $9.99. This comes out to under $4 per day and includes any rare 5% best bets released over this time. Act fast as the WagerTalk rest of 2021 all access $9.99 special expires Sunday when the clock hits midnight.
It is time for today's big game breakdown. And let's talk about the marquee series in MLB over the course of the weekend. And obviously, it starts tonight in San Diego, the Padres and the Dodgers. Looking at the WagerTalk live odds screen right now, we're looking at the Dodgers in the minus 145 range, total of 8. Many books that cater to recreational bettors are a little bit higher than that on the Dodgers because the Dodgers are the ultimate recreational bettor team. It is, on paper, something of a pitching mismatch. San Diego rookie Ryan Weathers is going to make his first big league start this evening. He threw 31 pitches over 2 innings last Saturday. And, young lefty, first time through. It appears as if the Padres want him to get through the Dodgers batting order maybe once. I don't know that he'll get into the 4th inning in this one. And look, Weathers was the number 7 overall pick back in 2018. He had some struggles in his first minor league season in 2019, but he made all the right adjustments last year, took a huge leap forward physically and on the mound. He was a standout of the Padres alternate site. He got a surprise promotion to the bullpen during the postseason, and he did pitch 1 1/3 scoreless innings in the postseason, struck out Cody Bellinger during that process. The biggest development for Weathers last year is fastball velocity. Had a nice jump. Went from the low to the high 90s, and he already has mid-80s slider and a changeup that can keep hitters off balance. I expect him to be decent, but it feels like the wise guys are looking for reasons to bet against the Dodgers. All right. The Dodgers coming into the season were clearly the best team in baseball. After 2 weeks in MLB, they are clearly the best team in baseball. All right. And yeah, San Diego gets Fernando Tatis back in the lineup tonight. He's dislocated his shoulder or partially dislocated his shoulder. He's coming off the DL. That's fine. Okay. Will Myers isn't right. We don't know if he's going to go this evening. And when it comes to big games, look, San Diego has this circled, Eric Hosmer. I think it's a little different heading in. Obviously, having a little history with them in the postseason last year, that'll spice things up a little bit. It's going to be a good test for us. It'll be fun to start the first of many series against these guys. Yeah, all that is true. But San Diego hasn't been winning these games. Okay. They don't have that level of maturity the Dodgers do. And I'm not stepping in front of Walker Buehler. Okay, current Padres, 6 hits in 43 at-bats against Buehler. That's, I think, a 143 batting average. Buehler's given up 2 runs in all those at-bats against current Padres, both on solo shots. And it's a Dodgers team that, again, last night, they face a deficit. Doesn't matter. They rally back to win the game. Now, this isn't a spot where I'm going to lay a 1.5 with LA. Especially not with Bellinger in the lineup. And playing in San Diego with a total of 8 runs likely to be hard to come by. So I'm not looking. Dodgers have been great on the run line. I mean, riding the Dodgers on the run line, I wouldn't talk you out of it. You get a plus price return here. But I think the safer and better wager, just asking LA to win, minus 145 to me seems fairly reasonable in that regard. So there you have it, Prez. Big game breakdown. Let's look at the LA Dodgers as road chalk in San Diego tonight.
Great stuff, Teddy. And guys, I know we had some trouble on YouTube, so what I'm going to do is summarize the show real quick. Teddy likes the LA Dodgers in his big game breakdown. And Rob Veno, man, excellent job. He likes the over in the Pacer Jazz game. He also likes the Orlando Magic, and he likes James Madison and Richmond in college football to go under the total. Teddy, before Skee joins us real quick, we've got a loyal listener. His name is John. Frantantoni. That's all. I just wanted to say his last name.
Hey,
Italians
John,
have the
thanks for watching.
best. Italians have the best last names ever. It's like, I want my Frantantoni with rosé sauce and a little bit of Parmigiana. Our last names suck. Skee Profits. Don't you just love the rhyming, sexy romance of an Italian last name?
Sure. I think I can get with that.
And
Welcome
of all
to
the
a-
last names, the truth of it is, of all the last names, Profit is, I mean, there's no better, you know? I mean, Savransky, yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue. I was very glad I got the nickname Teddy Covers early on, you know, and Profit is a last name to have.
Well, I have to say, I'm
And-
pretty lucky and fortunate to have that. I do like my last name.
And Teddy, we've spoken about this. It's his real last name. Anyway,
Yeah.
Skee, which is not his real first name. Let's get straight into it, dude. Clippers, Sixers. Sixers -3, 220.5. Can't wait to watch this game. How you betting it?
You know, I just had a flashback. My friends, you know, they watch some of these shows and they say, these people really call you Skee now. And it just, when you said Skee, it just kind of made me chuckle. The first game you threw to me was it the Clippers and the
why
Sixers?
though? No, stop. Why? Do they not call you Skee? I mean, you're the
No,
one
they
that
do.
told us Skee. Oh,
They do.
Oh, so it's a childhood nickname that got itself into the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can take apart that game.
All right, the Clippers and the Sixers, you know, I kind of want to lean towards the Sixers or look towards the Sixers. I look at both of these teams. They play well versus competition. Both teams have been playing well lately. I think that the Sixers, for a while now, they've been pretty elite when they're at home and when they're playing these better teams. And that's the situation they're in today. So far this season, when they're off of a win in that situation, they're 4-1 against the spread. And the last time these teams played, the Clippers got the W, but Embiid didn't play. And I know Doc Rivers still wants to get a W against the Clippers. Tobias Harris is game time decision, but he wants to go and play against his old team, I'm sure. And they're going to have Embiid this time around. So I think Embiid is a big mismatch for the Clippers. Kawhi, you look at him, is he healthy or is he resting? He hasn't played the last 3 games. We'll see if he goes tonight, but even if he does, I still like the Sixers side. And I think the Sixers side maybe correlates a little bit to some defense, and we can see an under here.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with the under in this game at all. We are talking about 2 pretty elite defensive teams. From a side standpoint, Skee, I couldn't get to the window here because I didn't want to bet against either one of these teams. You know, Philly bet on. The Clips have certainly shown a lot of bet on during this span. And I want to ask you specifically, you said Embiid's a mismatch against the Clippers front court. You don't think that Zubac and company can at least contain Joel Embiid if they can't shut him down?
I do not. I mean, I don't think. I think if he goes against the Clippers, he'll do whatever he wants. If the Lakers go against the Clippers, their big man will do whatever they want. I'm not big on the Clippers' big men at all.
Skee Profits. Skee Blazers against the Spurs. Portland -2, 234.5. Obviously expecting a lot of scoring. Portland just not playing really that well of late. Losers of 4 of their last 5. What are you betting in this game?
In this one, I mean, I guarantee I'm not going to guarantee, but I feel like if you go back and look at the schedule, those losses are against good teams. Like Portland is just not good against the elite teams in the league. When they play some of the lesser competition, that's where they're finding success. Like I look at them versus anybody under 500, they're 18-12 against the spread. So this is a day where the Spurs are not that good, and Portland has an extra day of rest. Spurs coming off of the long road trip, first day at home, and they play tomorrow. I think it's a spot for a healthy Portland squad to take advantage of the Spurs and get the W here.
So I got to ask you about Dame because saw it was pretty clear the other night against Boston where, again, down the stretch, Dame didn't have the ball in his hands, didn't make shots. For this stretch, for Portland, where they have been struggling. Certainly some of it is the fact that their superstar, their can't miss guy, is all of a sudden missing a whole lot of shots. 39%, 30%, 45%, 38%, 14%, 40% from the floor in his last 6 ball games, 38% for the month for Dame Lillard. I guess I'll ask this. Is Lillard healthy? And are you worried at all about his declining production down the stretch of this NBA season?
I don't think he's healthy. I think I kind of mentioned it, and maybe not on this show, but maybe in whatever shows I do in the past, that he was kind of laboring through a leg injury. So I think it's affecting his performance, and that's why his numbers are the way that it is. Still, with the rest of the squad healthy, just for the game for tonight against the Spurs, it's kind of a bet against the Spurs spot, and also play on just Portland against poor teams. So I still trust him tonight. As far as going forward, I think Lillard may need to take a couple games off. He's not going to say he's hurt. He's not on the injury report, but I think he'll be all right long term. That's the thing you always worry about with Portland. Like, seems like whenever they're all fully healthy, somebody always falls down again. So hopefully he can shake that injury.
Skee, the Humpty curling championships are on. I know you want to talk about that. Jennifer Jones -3 rocks against whoever. Where are you going here?
I have no idea what that is, but I did want to say, Teddy, I enjoyed your big game breakdown, and I think I can get to the conclusion that we want to back the Dodgers. But we don't want to expect them to win by, like you said, the 1.5. So I think we take them on the first 5. We just back Bueller. They say, or it looks like Padres bullpen is a little bit better, but they haven't faced a lineup like the Dodgers. So I think we can back Bueller and take the Dodgers on the first 5. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't talk you out of that. But what I'm still amazed at is that Prez, who's telling me all day that I don't know Canadians, he knows the name of curlers. Okay. I know curlers. He had something deep in his memory that he was able to throw out the name of some curling champion or somebody who was famous in Canada for something.
Jennifer Jones is not a curling champ. She's a curling legend. I mean, everybody all over the world knows her. Can we get to some basketball? Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. Anyway, curling's a fun sport to do on edibles. Anyway, Pacers versus the Jazz. And Skee, you talk about the Portland team beating up on teams sort of mediocre at best. Indiana, really no different here. This team's won 4 of their last 5, and that includes Houston, Memphis, Orlando, and Minnesota. They lost to the Clippers in the middle there. Now they're playing the Jazz, but the Jazz are -9.5. No Jen Jones in this game tonight. Where are you going?
I did see that Rob was supposed to talk about this game. I didn't hear what he had to say, but I forget that I talk to him every single day now, and we're probably thinking about the same thing in this game.
He likes the over.
Okay, that's kind of where I want to go too. I'm looking at the Pacers without Miles Turner, and he's on the injury report again. He hasn't played the last 5 games. Without Turner in the lineup, they're allowing like 126 points per game, and with him in the lineup, it's 112. So defense just goes out of the window. If you look at all the games without him this season, the over is 7-1, and the average total, or the average ending total in those games is about 245 points. So I think even though it's going down, even though it's high, it's going down, I think, just because it's a high number. But if he doesn't play, I expect him to play fast-paced and still get over this total here.
So what do you think the money's coming in on the under on this one for, Skee? Because I'm a little bit surprised by the under money, and it's been sharp money. This isn't recreational bettors coming in to play this under. Any thought process on why we've seen the sharp money to the under this morning in a game that both you and Rob Veno and me, in theory, all are saying that the over makes sense?
Well, there's a couple things. For one, I don't think you're getting a discount on the number as far as like the totals we've seen for, like, it's just now going to be a spike since he's out, and they're realizing it, so they're putting a high number. I just don't think it's high enough. So maybe other people come in and look at it and think it's too high and want to get under that number, or maybe they're assuming that Miles Turner will play. And if he does play, it kind of messes up the overlook for me a little bit.
Skee Profits, everybody. Skee, Jake Paul fight. You betting it?
I am not, but I will definitely take good information from you guys or Yanni or
I got
whoever's giving it out.
Dude, I'm literally just spending the day talking shit. Who's
I'll
your
tell you
favorite?
what I will do.
Yeah.
I'll hit the crap table since it's the weekend. I'm not a fan favorite though, because I like the don't pass.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, are you a don't pass player?
Yeah, I noticed like I have to stop making friends when I go to the crap table because then it's hard to play the don't pass and then I lose.
Yeah. So are you
So,
literally just playing don't pass, or are you playing some of the comes and the all the other options, or it's strictly just don't pass and stand back and hide?
well, I'll look at how the table's going, but for the most part, I'll tell you the last time I went to the table, I played don't pass and I played don't come pretty much all night. And then after the table was so cold for a long time and everybody was losing, it finally came around to me and I put it on the pass line and everybody looked at me crazy. And I started winning though. I was hitting all the numbers and it was awesome.
That's what I was going to say. So the last time I played don't pass in the craps table, the dice came around to me and I proceeded to roll 7, 7, 11, 7 with the next 4 rolls, which I would have 7'd out 3 times had I made my point, but I hadn't made my point yet. I can roll 7s real easy, perhaps for whatever reason. But
it's good to know.
when you're shooting, you bet on yourself, not against yourself.
Yeah, if I'm playing don't pass, I'm not gonna shoot. If I'm gonna shoot, I'm playing pass line. I'm gonna bet on myself. I just can't sit there and roll the dice and be expecting myself to lose. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me.
Guys out there, the best odds in the casino, period. Don't pass line at the craps table. It's just not fun when everyone else is getting mad at you. That's for sure.
It's fun to get the drinks, though.
I don't drink. Skee Profits, everybody. Thanks for joining us, guys. Hit that like button. Give Skee some love. Outstanding stuff. It's time for the penalty box segment, and I'm pretty psyched about that, Teddy.
Somebody's got to. But here's my question for you.
Yeah.
My question for you is Skee Profit, and I love profits with an S, but his last name doesn't have an S on it. Why do you always call him Skee Profit?
Because he's so damn good. There's 5 of him. I pluralize all things great, Teddy. Okay, guys, really quick. I got a 5% play in hockey tonight. Those 5% plays are absolutely must play. I'm on an 11-2 run in them. I am 66% over the last 18 months. And I have a coupon code for you all, Prez 10. That's PREZ 10. You get $10 off of my 5% play tonight. I don't see the timer, but I'm happy to get into this. Right off the bat, guys, I've got 5 free plays tonight for you guys, and I'm betting them. Not a lot, just a small amount, but we're going to start with the Kings and Colorado over the total. Kings are playing to the over all year, which is a real surprise. Colorado pretty much even on the over and unders this year, but they are scoring of late, and the Kings too. 5-0-1 in their last 6 games to the over. It's 5.5. I think this game should go over handily. A couple of days ago, I told you guys the under in the Calgary Flames. Both Calgary and the under hit tonight. We're just going with the under in this Calgary Montreal game. This is a playoff game to the core. This is as close to a playoff game as we've had all year. Absolute must win for both teams. I think we're going to get a great goaltending performance, and Markstrom has owned Montreal this year, so take the under in that game. I told everybody under 5.5 in the Boston game yesterday. It hit, and it did go to 5.5, just to let everyone know. I know there were a lot of 5s on the board. Today we have a 5.5 again. I'm going straight to the under on that play again. 4-1 win by Boston last night. I think the New York Islanders bounce back. I like the New York Islanders at plus 105 and under the total of 5.5. I also like Minnesota and the LA and the Anaheim. I've gone blank. Minnesota. Oh my God. San Jose. This San Jose team has killed me 2 games in a row. I like the over in the Minnesota San Jose game. San Jose's put up 1 goal in their last 2 games. They're going to get it going tonight. They have to. And a parlay for you all. Vegas and Colorado in regulation plus 143. That's my favorite of all of those plays. Teddy Covers. That's the show, man. Everybody, sorry so much for all the technical difficulties. It does happen, but we made it through. Great show. In case you guys missed Rob Veno, over in the Indiana game, Orlando Pacers, Orlando Magic, I'm out of it. James Madison in college football under the total. Teddy likes the Dodgers in his big game breakdown. Brother, take us home.
Sure. That's going to wrap it for the week. Again, thanks to Rob Veno. Thanks to Skee Profit. Thanks to co-host Lawrence Presman. And thanks to Joe Ranieri, keeping us on air behind the scenes on a day where I'm sure it wasn't easy to do. In fact, we got a camera right on Joe. You see Ralph Michaels and that red face he had after he sat in the sun? Joe kind of looked like that when everything was melting down. But I want to say enjoy the games. Good luck all weekend. We'll be back again bright and early Monday morning, 9 a.m. here on the left coast, noon on the East Coast. Between now and then, enjoy the games and good luck.
To lock in your favorite WagerTalk expert through the end of the calendar year, it would cost you close to $2,000. But through Sunday at midnight, you can get all sports for all of 2021 from the handicapper of your choice for only $9.99. This comes out to under $4 per day and includes any rare 5% best bets released over this time. Act fast as the WagerTalk rest of 2021 all access $9.99 special expires Sunday when the clock hits midnight.